PenGame Podcast. I'm Kyrah.
I'm Jakka.
I'm GingaJay.
Today we've got a special guest.
Myself, JM.
Jay Busy.
Jimmy.
Well, I see you working, Jimmy boy.
Let's talk about that one for a second.
Yeah, tell us.
Jimmy.
Well, go on,
Crazy from Back Row G, that one.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, but
Yeah,
Back
well,
Row G
that's
was
the
good.
That's the
Yeah.
name. Yeah, in all fairness, the judges this time, they were serious. They
Man said, put 16 holes in you. Like,
air man out like the holes in a patty.
That was
Yeah, love
crazy.
that, love that.
Obviously, I'll be real, like,
Crazy.
forget the narratives, fuck the narratives. I grew up with a half-yard family, so I've been in that environment, do you get me? And there's certain things I thought, you know what, why not flip these narratives now and say something that they ain't going to expect from a little Welshman?
Yeah.
So,
Did you see a world where the patois didn't work for you?
Nah,
Cool.
not in that scenario. No
Yeah,
chance,
yeah.
no chance. I knew that was going to come out on top, and I'm glad I made that change last second.
Yeah, you delivered it. You delivered that.
You did.
Doing something like that a lot of people don't get on PenGame. I don't think the audience fully understands it.
Do you know what it
not,
is?
Not all the audience, sorry. Some of the audience don't understand that the delivery is not always what you say. It has to be the craziest and the wildest thing.
Yeah.
It's just
Respectfully,
the
yeah.
delivery and what word you put before the last one and how you. Yeah. That was crazy, man.
Well,
That
people
was
have to
crazy.
people have to believe it. Like whatever you're selling to people, because when you're rapping to obviously you're battle rapping, and if you want people to say, oh well, you won this battle, the judges have to believe what you're saying. They have to actually feel like you've got conviction in what you're doing.
Yeah,
So,
100%, and that's the energy we were trying to come with. So more or less is once again is putting that time in and making sure that I believed in myself for them battles, and we've seen how it went in.
Yeah.
Naturally,
I think you told a story with it as well, which was nice. Like what you were saying was making sense. You didn't just say the patty joke. Before you said that, you mentioned that you grew up with people from the Caribbean.
So
So
I think that's
it was
like a bit of protection, like not to get things twisted, but
Yeah.
obviously certain people might not like me for coming with certain narratives and
Yeah.
based upon just how I look in itself as well. Like I don't know if some people take certain things as disrespectful, but matter of fact is I've grew up around certain
Yeah.
cultures, so I'm gonna run that and I'm gonna say it with chest.
Yeah, good. As you should, man.
Come on now.
How you feeling, man? How you feeling? What number battle is this in PenGame for you?
For me, obviously for taking all three, I've had 4 previously, so it's 5, 6, and 7. But I'm still technically a puppy in this battle rap
You
thing.
are.
I'm still it's like that. My first battle was Fendry.
Slow down.
Sorry.
No.
You are.
That's what it is. You know what it is? Now, my first, I'll take that with chest. My first battle was Fendry. I only really started to take music seriously around about a year ago, so it's just more.
How are you feeling though? Because it seems like you're taking to it like really, really well. So, what's the feeling to you? Describe the feeling to you with the heights that you're getting to.
It's like it's a full circle moment. I grew up on, as much as I grew up on grime and UK artistry and this and that, I also grew up on battle rap. I grew up on Who's the Boss. I grew up on Lord of the Mics, and my inspiration for writing bars was cussing the mandem out and being in school and just taking the piss. You get me? So it's a full circle moment. I can come back here and perform and even beat some artists that I've, like Zen, for example, who
you were
I
saying.
was watching in school. Do you get me? I'm watching this guy thinking, yo, he's crazy, and I can come here and
He's
do that thing.
old, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
yeah, mad. Little
Is
straight
that
shots.
actually a thing? So it's like you were watching him in school. What's that like?
Yeah. So
to
obviously,
come from-
don't flop's a thing, and obviously, like naturally in the UK when you're growing up, there's certain things I'm paying attention to, especially in the environment I'm in with grime and battle rap. Everyone's sort of tuning in. So I don't know if you man are the same or if you watched any of the Don't Flop growing up as well. Is if you were paying attention to the grime scene or the battle rap scene, you know these names and you've seen these artists before. So it's mad. So to watch them as a youth and then come back at this age and do what I've done is it's a crazy feeling.
Who do you think was your hardest opponent yesterday?
That night, Marcel. I was unprepared for him. I just took him as a joke.
I do think that's what a lot of people have been doing though. I do think they've been sleeping on some of the newer
100%.
artists. Like, I think the same again with Rosiah. When I did when I interviewed a couple of people beforehand, they were like, oh, he's light work, don't worry. And he did 9 rounds back to back to back. 9 battles, sorry. Yeah, rounds, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I know I'd get wide.
No.
But yeah.
You can't.
No, I said he did 9 rounds.
Yeah, why for him?
Yeah. See, some
Flop
add
comes
on.
Yeah, acceptance. But no, even then with Rosiah, that's a good point to make. Like nobody was expecting. Let's be real. From a fan point of view and from a paper point of view, if you were to put money down on any of the battles in Group A, like no one was expecting that to come through.
Yeah.
100%.
So I think there's going to be a common theme throughout this tournament this
Yeah.
time round.
That's why I say to everybody that asks me, who do you think is going to win?
Anyone's game.
I don't think about it at all. Like, when I mean I don't think about it, I don't even trouble my mind with, who's going to win today.
Yeah.
Because you never know with Peng. You don't know who has prepared more, who's prepared more, who's prepped more, who's ready to
I
do
think,
more.
that night's taught me to prep for everyone the same.
Yeah.
Regardless, and hit everyone with that same energy.
Yeah. Essentially, you could argue that you guys are hungrier than Zen and Smiles,
we got
because
more of a
you've
point
never
to
done
prove
it.
there
Yeah,
as well.
100%.
And especially me being the only Welsh artist on the platform at the moment is one of them things. Like, I've got something to fly the flag for.
Another country.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, it's like
PenGame International.
Whole of a country, but it's like there's still some artists like up north that are coming here.
Yeah.
Still relatively close distance, but it's nice to be that representative of the hometown.
100%.
How do you feel after the event?
I still haven't taken it in. I'm waiting for these battles to drop, I'll be real.
Yeah.
So I think as soon as I'm able to see that and watch it back, it's going to be a different story.
Are there any bars that you fumbled and no one knew?
No, I don't think. I think there's one bar at the end of Smiles' round one.
Yeah, you had to catch yourself.
There was one bar at the end of that Smiles, but on a reload, obviously I got that back. There was a specific bar. There was so much commotion, it didn't go through to anyone else. It was what was it? So it was someone tell Juan that I'm bored of your son. Oh no, this round one and I'm bored of your son. And if your next one's male, then after the beer, probably boring your son. So it was like that one sort of went a little bit quiet. But
That's a bit rude as well.
yeah, I thought we got to match his energy because that's what he comes with. You get me? Everyone had different treatment. And
He was very
mad.
rude. Give me your top 3 worst in PenGame.
Top 3 worst? Is that
Worst
talking
bars?
like?
Worst artist.
No,
Worst
that's
artist.
harsh. That's harsh to jump straight
Nah,
into.
do you know what?
Literally, I've just said, let's talk about the event.
It
Can't
might
jump
add
straight
some
into
motivation
worst.
because listen, do you know what it is? Rasaya was
part.
was part of that conversation at one point, and he's just come out of success. So it could fuel some things. I don't mind questions like that. I think I'll be personally honest. As far as we're talking right now, is Hunt still considered on the platform? Is he?
Do you know what?
in
I
that
actually
respect?
think people sleep on Hunt, you know?
But no, I think Hunt said he doesn't want to battle anymore.
He just needs time.
I enjoy him an awful lot.
He just needs time to battle, but if he doesn't want to battle,
I don't know if it's a personal
Snickers
thing
on
as
her
well,
knickers,
but,
you're not
like,
you when you're hungry.
Tap style and approach.
Come on.
Alright, so Hunt's not 2 more.
Currently, well, personally, I ain't seen too much from the guy, but from like in terms of just his approach and like himself and how he approaches the platform, I'd say tapped.
24?
Okay. Top 24. Okay.
I don't know because I'm not like everyone likes different sounds. You get me?
He's writing an Instagram.
No, I
freestyle
don't.
diss on you right now.
That's cool with me. Do you know what? I like the fuel outside of it because once again it pushes the artist to come out and do something mad. But I think
that's why I'm asking a question. Number 3,
preference.
third one.
Number 3. I don't know. Everyone the calibers have stepped up a little bit. Who's number 3?
You gotta find out who the shitters are. Everybody always are top 5. We already know who the top best are. That's why they get screamed out. That's why everybody's like, oh, you're the best. Who the shit is? Because you see, when you decipher who the shitters are, guess what they're gonna do?
Step up.
There you go.
Yeah,
And
but
what do you want people to do?
yeah.
We need
You're
people
causing
to
problems
step
for our little Welsh.
Listen, it's
what's
more
this?
like I said. Look,
What's the name?
it's equal smoke with everyone.
This is PenGame Rap BATTLE.
here for.
We're here to battle.
So back to
Listen,
the definition. Someone.
Do you know what it is?
Google the
Yeah,
definition
like,
of battle.
Google
on a personal
battle.
level, like outside of battle rapping and on stage, like we're all cool when we're one big team.
Yeah.
We can all work together. We
It's
can
true,
all
and
do it.
people don't
But
see that, you
Definitely,
know.
this is all a sport. It's all fun and games, but it's a passion because the artists are very passionate.
Yeah.
It's quite a cutthroat thing. Obviously, you're stepping into a style of music that you've got to be a certain person to do, and you've got to be a certain individual to take, so you know what you're stepping into. So people can talk all the credit they want outside of it, but when it comes to wartime on stage, everyone's getting treated the same.
Yeah,
so
no.
It's business.
It's down to a matter
You
of
got
preference.
business and all of them things. That I'm about battle. Yeah. So that's why I'm asking these questions. You still didn't say who the third one is.
Do you know what? Dino, because he tries to freestyle too much. If he writes, and I hope he proves me wrong, and I've said this to everyone, and I hold my hand on my heart when I say this, when the guy writes and he takes the time to do things,
He'll be mad.
you'll be fine.
I said the
But
same thing.
unfortunately-
I'm glad you said Dino. Because this will put
Unfortunately,
some fire up his ass.
unfortunately, I think he
I told him the same thing.
gets complacent.
I told him the same thing. All he needs to do is just sit down and prepare. Dino sits down and prepares and writes. He's a problem.
It's
for
round
everyone.
one against me.
I don't necessarily think so.
I know so.
I think the problem with like a lot of the people, say for example, that you might say, oh, they're the worst on PenGame or X, Y, and Z. I think a lot of the problem with them is that a lot of their bars might be filler bars. So when I'm listening to Dino, I'm hearing a lot of filler bars. I'm not hearing enough jabs that are actually connected.
Because he's not writing and preparing.
But if you take
that's
into
what we're saying.
consideration,
He's just freestyling. That's what a freestyle is. A freestyle is a filler.
No, but even in some of the things that he said that he's written, like I'm still hearing. But that's not just Dino. That's a few of the artists.
So like what he said, he wrote months ago, right? He prepped it months ago, but up until 3 days ago, he's still changing. That's the difference in prepping. You can write, but are you prepping? There's a difference. Do you see what I'm saying? Like there's the meanings to words is a very big thing, especially with artists. You know what I'm saying? Something you do as a creative person, you have to prep. If you don't prep your shit,
beats it sometimes.
100%.
You're just gonna get beaten every single time, like by the person that preps. It's just 100%. So
speaking of preparation, I know you said you prepped months in advance. You had to prepare for 9 battles.
Yeah.
How did you do it? What's your process?
Literally repetition.
Yeah.
I started working on ones I thought I'd be more concerned about first. So naturally, I started writing for. I wrote for Zen first because I wanted to get out of the way. I understood this style. I've watched him for a while. I kind of know what I wanted to do. And then Smiles, I probably spent the most time on. Started doing him second, and then
that is a way, doing him second.
Do you know what it is? Yeah, like my structure of writing is. I've always naturally been able to remember my bars as soon as I finish writing with them, because every time I write a new line, I go straight back to the start and I spit it all over again.
Yeah.
Every single time I write a new line, that's what I do. So when I get to the point where I've finally constructed the round, I know most of it off by heart, so it's just a matter of repeating it then. Yeah. And like I said, that past month has just been constantly over and over again, repeating the bars, going through each round as much as I can.
Have you ever scrapped a whole round and done it again?
Yeah. Done that for this.
Is that pressure to do that?
Like, I know, but it's more or less like I'm disciplining myself. Is that I know I can do better. I don't want to be coming complacent. Like, especially for the tournament, I need to make sure I'm on my A game. Like as soon as I seen Rasiah come and do his thing, I was like, okay, then let's go back through all my bars. Let's get rid of this. Let's do this because there's going to be levels for this shit.
The caliber that
there's going to be levels. So
that's
what we're doing.
Have you ever taken a part in any other kind of tournament before?
Nah.
How did you feel about this?
First time around, I was ready. Yeah. I think I'm glad I had the preparation and battles previously, because after each battle I've done, I've learned something I need to improve on. And this time round, after Dino, don't get me wrong, it was a crazy battle there, but I noticed I still need to work on clarity and delivering certain things. And that's exactly what we've done this time. And that's what
How's your family feel about it, man?
Do you know what? I haven't really spoke too much about it. Obviously, everyone back home, like the brethren I come through, and obviously more closer family like Mumsy and I, they're buzzing. Nice. They're buzzing. My old man still can't believe I beat Zen. He's waiting to see it. So it's one of them. Certain people are gassed, but I'm just trying to keep it on the hush, ready for everyone to take it in themselves.
Good, man.
Yeah, we'll get on to that. So the Zen, the battle with Zen.
Okay, yeah.
What do you think about?
I wasn't not to cut any slack from it, but I wasn't as energetic as I could have been. I didn't perform as well as I could have been. I'll be honest, the last night before I was a bit burst. I was out till stupid o'clock doing a second card. Come back, woke up 4 hours kip. I thought, I ain't gonna perform well today, but got that Zen went out the way and it fueled me for the rest.
Yeah. That's the what's it? First battle that Zen's lost in 10 years.
Yeah, do you know what? Do you know what? Yeah, no, that's true. Do you know what? Do you know what's mad as well? Like I've been telling everyone this. I'm like, I'm gonna be the guy to actually take it. I've been saying that. I've been manifesting it. That's what I've been chatting about. That was my idea for the day. So
big up your thing.
Yeah, and you've done it.
That's a big title. That's a big claim, man. And Zen's got fans. Like he's got fans. Yeah. That I saw a grown man yesterday looking at Zen on stage during the battle, knowing that he'd lost. Yeah, I looked at him. Yeah. And he looked at me like this.
Like as if he was in an alternate universe.
Like he couldn't believe
it's a new era.
That Zen was like, before the battle was over, he was looking at me like, I looked at him like,
oh, bless him.
Like what's happening kind of thing.
Yeah, I was talking to him outside, and when we come to me outside, and he was like, I haven't lost in 10 years, And I was like, yeah.
It's mad. I'll be real. Like I hear the schemes were mad. Some of the schemes are crazy, and obviously he took it like personal with like what I've done for work, what I've done in college, this and that. But once again, is the jokes and gimmicks and making man laugh that shine through it rather than the crazy flows and personal stuff. Yeah. So it's new times, man.
With the crazy flows, part of the problem with that sometimes is when you're fitting all of these different words and all these different concepts.
hear what you're saying.
Yeah, and like the audience can only consume so much.
Yeah.
So that's part of like when you're battle rapping, I think part of what's important is making sure that what you're putting out is digestible so that you can get the reaction that you want.
100%.
You can be the best barrer in the world and you could be saying the maddest things, but if you're doing it in a way that I can't like consume, you're not going to get the reaction that you want from me.
100%. Yeah, that's what I come back to the clarity thing as well. I was saying is like certain things he was delivering were going over heads as well. So maybe on the watch back, people can say what they want, but in my eyes, as far as that performance is concerned, and that's all.
Yeah, judges made their decision.
Yeah, simple.
Yeah.
Apart from, unless you're like me, that I get gassed off of just the way how shit sounds. Like, no, what you said is completely a fact. If you can't consume it, then it's not gonna hit. That's all right, cool. So for instance, Passive, right? Passive will throw a mad flow out there, but the audience is able to consume because of his clarity with his thing. Like just an example. And so, and who's around? He does the same thing. But I get gassed off of sound. Like he does it as well. Like they can make a flow of the words. It's still clarity. I'm saying, fuck the words. How did you make the words sound like that? You know, like you're making just the words do all of that and making me, fuck off. I pushed you off the stage.
Yeah, 3 times.
Yeah, sorry.
3 times. Like, we won't talk about that. 3 times. I've stepped back off. Back off.
So
yeah, no, it's crazy. You did, bro. You deserve to be on a bigger stage. That's why I was pushing you off. Like, get off here. You deserve to be in a better place. You hear me? Go be on the O2 with the big 10,000 of what you just did there, boy. That was sick. No, that was sick.
Yeah.
I think what separates like some of the better battlers to the people who have room for improvement. So when you were battling Zen yesterday, I knew you were going to start turning up from when you
started doing his little jump.
From when you did Zen's movement.
Zen moves mad like Neo from Matrix in the scene when he's trying to dodge them bullets. I get reloads, but I can't do pull-up. You're from North, so I tell a man shut up. Eat up the roster till I get full of both. He drinks Fosters and beats his mama.
And from then, I thought, okay, cool, you're comfortable performing right now. So because you're comfortable performing, you're only going to get more confident. You're only going to go more.
That's why I was saying as soon as I got there, I was saying to everyone outside, I hope I battle Zen first. I hope I get out of the way first, because if I can cause a shock to everyone else and fuel myself as well for the rest of the battles, then it'll be a lot of a better night than I'm expecting.
Yeah, Jimmy's cooking, man. Jimmy's
doing our
cooking.
thing.
So a lot of people say that Zen begs for reloads. Did you feel that happened during your battle?
I wouldn't say that happened during the battle. Obviously, there's examples of it happening previously, and unfortunately, like certain things go over heads and people feel a certain way about it. But I think in that battle specifically, there wasn't any begging going on.
I don't see it as begging for reloads. You got to remember, Zen comes from a generation of battle rap.
Yeah.
Where he knows what he's writing.
Yeah.
Do you get it? Like he knows what he's written. This is dynamite. This is cold. When I say this, I'm gonna have to stop and start again because I'm used to it.
But
so
you've got to tailor it for each battle rap platform.
He's got to.
That's
adjustment. So
it's grind battling.
It's an adjustment period for everyone.
100%.
Like, so it's not the same as anything else. But I can see. That's why I don't see it as he's begging for. When I see him, like he deserved it, but just it's not here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
It's
like
not a grime clash.
That reload was for somewhere else, but it's still cold. So I don't see it as begging for reloads, man. But it's fun.
But
for
you
lot
could
to say beg for
essentially,
reloads, innit?
you could essentially say, not that he shouldn't like talk his shit and like be confident in what he's written, but overly cocky.
Yeah, he's 10 years unbeaten, isn't it?
Yeah, but first, not even a year into PenGame.
You know what it is?
So again, it's a different platform.
It's like Arsenal when they won the unbeatable year, bro.
Yeah, but where are they now in the league? I don't actually know, to be fair. But
neither did they. But Arsenal still talk like they are the best ever, and they won 20 years ago.
Yeah, bless them.
This the same comparisons. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they're the unbeatables and nobody's ever done that. They talk like, oh my God, we are still Arsenal. You're just 20 years ago.
Yeah.
That's why. Zen, that's what you're saying, isn't it?
New kids on the block now, isn't it?
Come on, and not to talk too much shit, but there's smoke for everyone going forward.
Love that from you. Who are you looking to battle moving forward?
Passive's going to be fun. Yeah, kind of prepped for that already. That's going to be
Passive's on everyone's lips, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what it is? It's one of them things. It's natural, like when someone's in the.
That's fun.
Yeah, true. That went over my head.
Don't look at me.
Everyone's lips.
But no, when you're at that certain limelight and you've got that certain point of everyone's wanting to battle you, so it's more or less like, I just want to prove myself now.
Yeah.
If I can do that against Smiles, and if I can do that against Zen, I can do that against anyone else I'm battling. Why can't I do it against him and
100%.
shut everyone else up? You get me?
Love that from you.
Who do you think your best round was against? Like your best individual round. What do you think it was the best?
Probably previously beforehand there was a certain round with Zen, which is the round 2, which was just a little bit. I was just a bit shocked at myself right, and I was like, yo, this is gonna go down crazy. But after getting it out in the performance and having different reactions, I think with the way I managed to get that third and final out there off the back of what was said is. I'm more impressed with that. When it comes to which round impressed me the most coming back into the performances was against Smiles, that third and final.
That shit was crazy.
He said something in the second, and do you know when he dropped that one bar about his daughter dealing with mine?
Did you not hear what he said? This is why I love. You see where me and Margs are standing? Yeah, we get like
You can see you all the time.
We get BTS. Like we get the scenes behind the scenes within the scene, yeah. Like so we get to hear all the breaths they take in between the rounds. They're cussing themselves. They talk to themselves, like they gas up themselves. They cuss their friends if they're not fucking on point with their tricks and all that shit. Yeah, but yo, you see before that round, word for word, this is what he said. He said, "Yo, Ginge, do you know how gassed I am that he said that about his daughter? Watch what I do to you."
Yeah.
Word for word.
And then you came on the mic and you were like, "What? You just said something about my daughter? That's crazy." Because watch the battle.
When you lot watch the battle, he repeats it to himself. I think he said it to him twice, and I think you even said it to Smiles. He just kept saying, "Well, I'm so gassed you said that about your daughter. Watch what I do. Watch what I do."
I knew what was coming.
And then he dropped that. I was like, oh.
I was so excited. I couldn't contain myself. I was trying to keep up, and as soon as he dropped it, I was like, say no.
When he was saying it, I was like, oh shit.
I knew he was in the bag. But that was my only battle. Not like fear for in a sense, but going into that, I thought, okay.
And you had written that, right?
Yeah, that was written. But that's why, like, it was one of them. And do you know what?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So, JM.
Yo.
Let's get to know you.
Fire away, go on.
Yeah?
I feel like I'm about to be grilled. Go on.
No, you're not going to be grilled. We won't do that. Ginger's already done that. You're not going to do that. Who's the what? No, I can't do that. But who's your favourite artist right now?
Just switch it straight up. Do you know what? I think right now, in terms of just listening to personally, I stand by a Prof. Prof, obviously. Yeah, I'm heavy into my grime. I'm loving everything that's dropping at the moment, but consistently, I just keep coming back in.
Love that. What's your favourite song?
Regardless is a banger, but once again, he's
By
dropping. Prof. Yeah, he's dropping a couple of new things lately. Marilyn was also called, so yeah. Right now, it's just cycling through a few of them.
Nice.
Favorite food?
Yeah, that was going to come
with
with that.
Do you know what? I'm gonna be like probably a lot of people's answers. Obviously, Yardi Grub, but more or less peppered steak rice and peas for me.
I love that you've given us a meal instead of just a cuisine.
Yeah, definitely peppered steak. That's me.
What drink would go with it?
Oh, kind of Rio. Fucking kind of Rio.
Yes.
That's the one.
You gonna ask him one?
Am I gonna ask him one? What's your favourite brand of shoes? I don't know. This was
Favorite brand of shoes. That's
I wasn't prepared.
Do you know what? I'll tell you what though. I have got one specific silhouette. I'm always rocking 90s usually. Like
love 90s.
Like 80% of my shoes are 90s. I
can't wear them no more.
Yeah, always 90s. It's just one of my favourite silhouettes. It's just quite universal. Them.
Yeah,
Dream Lady.
Dream Lady, my missus.
Yeah.
Right answer.
Come on with it.
Favourite film?
Favourite film? It's Django Unchained. Cold film. Or Interstellar, between the two.
I've seen Interstellar.
Yeah, mad. Do you know what it is though? More of a horror family. I watch more horrors, but in terms of favourite film, you can't pick a horror. It's gotta be between them two.
That's a slave film, isn't it?
Interstellar.
Interstellar.
What,
no, Django.
Django, yeah.
Is it not?
It's a cold film. If you don't know Django,
who said it?
I don't know. Someone
Django. You haven't seen either then.
I saw you looking puzzled, and then I thought, no, I haven't.
Django, what? Mad. Hey, Gen Z things mad.
Sorry.
I ain't watched either of those.
You haven't watched either?
Neither of those movies. I've watched a lot of interviews of them talking about it.
So hold on, wait. So you've watched people discuss the work but didn't watch the work?
Yeah.
So you watched through the whole interview, But you didn't know what they were talking about.
Not the whole interview. I've watched the interesting part of the interview.
Did you have a notion to just go watch what they were
I
talking about?
don't really watch movies.
I
But you
don't.
watch the interviews
Series.
of the movies.
Yeah, when it comes up.
Wait, sorry, just going on to this though.
Is this me?
No, but Ginge, do you watch the battles?
Yes.
Do you?
I go a period of time without watching them because I don't watch them when they come out. No. I go a period of time. I go 2, 3, 4 weeks.
You need to watch the premieres when they premiere. So basically, it's like when the battles drop.
Oh, with the comments on the side.
Yeah, because obviously it's basically like it's
Yeah,
cold, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's more time. That's like when I'm tuning in most of the time. I'll be honest. So don't get me wrong. I pay attention to the battles, but more or less when I'm studying for artists.
Yeah.
But them live premieres.
Yeah, I watched it Christmas Day. That was good.
Yeah,
to see them.
it's cold. Yeah,
Yeah.
The premieres are cold because it means that like.
Did you know?
Everything.
I didn't
Your
know.
microphone's still on you.
Oh.
So while you're whispering over there, your microphone's still picking everything up.
But I didn't even know you did the premiere thing.
Yeah. So when a battle was dropped, so on a Wednesday and Saturday.
Media.
Always no. So and on top of that as well, I'll post the trailer 5 minutes early and say, oh, it's out now. So everyone rushes to YouTube.
11 people waiting.
And then it's people waiting. So when the premiere starts, you get more people waiting. But yeah, I suggest watching the premieres. It's cold because obviously you get the chat in the right hand corner. We'll do polls and discuss like who's winning the battle and who's not.
Is it bad that I tell you I don't even know what you're talking about in the terms of a YouTube premiere? So you're saying comments and like I've never seen one.
It's like imagine it like a live stream, but like the first time the battle
drops, it hits the ground.
Tuning in to watch it like a live stream, and everyone's just
everybody was
everyone like a little family.
First watch.
You can't skip forward in the battle. You can't change the place in the battle. Okay, so everybody that's
right
there
now, just like Fire Stick.
You know what, it's good for the fans as well because they'll take in everything without skipping through stuff.
Yeah,
a lot of people tend to do that.
Yeah. And it means obviously everybody's on the edge of their seat the entire time. So everybody's waiting, provided the battle's an interesting battle.
Maybe I should tap in.
You should tap in.
You should. Alright, GingaJay in the premieres from now on. Watch.
Make sure
He's going to be commenting live.
Yeah. Don't say from now on.
If you don't see Ginger in the comments, you need to cuss him off. That's what we all need to do. If you don't see Ginger in premiere comments.
I didn't know YouTube did that.
Yeah.
Like I'm rubbish on social media. I'm genuinely rubbish. So I just post and put my phone down.
Yeah.
Post and ghost.
Yeah, post and ghost. If I'm not live streaming, I post and put my phone down. I like to watch the news.
Yeah. It's a good feature because I feel like it contributes towards like the community.
It sounds sick. It sounds
a really
like
good feature.
Sounds sick. I'm definitely gonna watch the next one.
Yeah.
When's the next one?
The next one is gonna be dropping. So right now, the next battle is dropping in 2 days on Wednesday. Okay. Same way again. So right now, when this episode drops, the next battle will be Wednesday 6 p.m. So
I'll be there. I'll be there Wednesday.
Speaking of battles,
yeah.
Favorite battle of all time.
Favorite battle of all time. Oh, mad. Probably me and Smiles.
Really?
Yeah. No,
like ever? Not just you.
No,
I mean, oh really? Serious? Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Are we gonna get him to play that game?
Don't drop the mic.
Don't drop the mic.
Don't play the game,
I'm trying to avoid the don't drop the mic thing.
He's trying to avoid it, bruv. Go on, get it out.
They're trying to set me up over here. They're gonna be doing reaction tests while I'm stoned.
Nah. Come on, man. You got this.
Go on.
Don't drop the mic.
You ready?
Ready. Go.
Scams.
Wrong button.
3, 2, 1, go.
Scams.
Go on.
Who's the one? Candy.
Nah, Ginge, man. This is hard mode.
I be real.
Yeah, no. So I told you they got me snitched out over here, man.
Well done. How many did you get?
Right, guys, we hope you've enjoyed watching the podcast today.
Run it back.
Right, cut.
Hey.
Alright,
You lot are sick.
JM, we've loved having you on.
Appreciate you, lot.
All the way from Wales.
Come on. I can travel too far for this.
You're from Wales?
Was that a Wales accent?
No? Was it good though?
No.
Oh. All right.
Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, she sounded like
I was going to say,
Wait, yes.
Oh, that's better.
Oh,
there we go.
That was good though.
Yeah, that was
I can't say anything else.
It sounded like Driz GP, the first one.
Yeah. Make sure you're watching the battles. Cold War dropping every Wednesday and Saturday, 6 p.m. Make sure you're tuning into the premiere and podcast episodes dropping every Sunday, 9 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you're there.
Listen to that.
Wicked.
Say what?
I can't hear you. PenGame. Oh gosh. Chop.